Yeah!
What's up, everybody? This is Battlefield Joe 97 here. It's been a while since I've actually uploaded on this channel, probably like 3 months plus, but whatever, I'm back. I'm going to give you my New York Comic Con 2017 experience video, giving you my experience of the convention, the 4th year in a row, 2 years instead of 1 out of all the other years, and all the free and the paid swag that I got in the convention. Can't believe I actually said swag. Anyhow, going out of it, I'm going to be talking about the autographs, because this is the first Comic-Con experience that I actually waited in the line and actually got my autographs, because before I only had 1 day, and for those 1 days I mainly was in the show floor and maybe like 1 or 2 panels. Like one of those 1 or 2 panels was like early in the morning, early in the afternoon, but definitely not late in the evening, which I think I didn't do that for this year as well. But overall, I wanted to give you the autographs that I got from Kevin Conroy, Nolan North, and Vic freaking Mignogna, because I can't really... I just enjoy those guys so much. Now, of course, I got Kevin Conroy to sign my Batman Beyond the Movie VHS copy, because this was the first work that I got to experience the man himself. You can see that the great quality of the VHS, but it has survived over time, hopefully, if the tape still works, if I can get a VHS tape to work for it, but whatever. It was one of those works that I got to experience of Kevin Conroy before watching the reruns of Batman the Animated Series when it was on Toonami during the weekends. If you remember that shit, like this video for that kind of crap. But yeah, Batman Beyond the Movie, definitely enjoy the first two episodes of the series, which for some reason they reformatted into a movie because Warner Brothers. But whatever, I absolutely enjoy it. Got to meet the man, and it was really cool. This was the first thing that I did in the first day of New York Comic Con. I was waiting in line in order to get Kevin Conroy's autograph, and it was really cool, his entrance in the con. He was like, "I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman!" And that was really fucking cool. That was a great thing to have early in the morning, especially for the first day of this big convention. It was really something. Now, of course, that wasn't the only autograph that I got, and that was Nolan North. Now, of course, I'm accumulating the first 2 days of New York Comic Con that I have my Thursday and Friday tickets, for shame right here. And of course, since Nolan North was there, I had to get him to sign my copies of Uncharted 1 and Uncharted 2. And it's Uncharted Drake's Fortune with a black Sharpie, Joseph and Nolan North. And of course, during the second day, and this was like almost like around 5 p.m., during Friday, and he and various other people like Troy Baker, they were leaving early in order to get lunch, but he remembered me during the second day where I was the last person in line. He's like, "Oh yeah, Joseph, I remember you. So yeah, how was the convention?" Like, we went back to our conversation from the first day of the convention, which I met him during like I think 2 or 3 p.m. with another person that I knew online, which was really cool, because during this con I met various people that I knew in real life out of the blue, like 2 people online through Facebook and 2 people from work. It was a pretty weird experience, but yeah, it was really cool to be able to meet other people online. But anyhow, during the second day, I was the last person in line, and not only did he sign my copy of Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, but he also added in another comment, because he was like, "You know what? I got this, I got this, fam. I got this for you." And he was like, "Sir Penis Mage," or something like that, because, the handwriting is a bit awkward, but I think it's Sir Penis Mage, because, he didn't even need to ask me, what do you want to write, what do you want me to write in this comic, because he was like, nah, I got this, he's the Dawn Father, he's got to have this shit, Sir Penis Mage, or some shit like that, because that is something I really wanted to get. But you know what, I wish I had Troy Baker to sign this copy of Uncharted 4 as well, but he left alongside Nolan North very early than usual, but whatever. Sir Penis Mage made the wait worth it, But yeah, Nolan North signing my 2 copies of Uncharted 1 and 2. Uncharted 1 and 4. Sorry, because 2 and 3 I couldn't really find. They were scattered around on the shelf, and I just had to get out of the house as quick as possible. But of course, the third main attraction in terms of the autographs was, of course, Vic Mignogna, and I had my Full Metal Alchemist Blu-ray sets, so I definitely had to get him to sign my copies, and that was Full Metal Alchemist, the 2003 complete series on Blu-ray, and the Conqueror Shambhala movie. I just love the way he handwrites it. Like, not to discredit Nolan North, but with the black Sharpie, it could kind of be hard to see, especially if you need like some kind of light source. But in here, it's a gray Sharpie pen, marker, whatever you call it, and you can definitely see clearly from afar. And it was really cool, saying my name, like, "Oh, it's Joseph." Like, "Joseph? Oh wow, that's like my middle name as well." And it was a really cool conversation. It wasn't bullshit, it was genuine. Most of these other people, they're genuine people. They do all these kind of work. kind of level it down like a human being. Compared to Mark Hamill, who's like $200 and almost like a big celebrity compared to Kevin Conroy. But, whatever. He's Luke Skywalker. Kevin Conroy is just the Batman. That kind of shit. But yeah, it was definitely cool to get autographs worth of like $170 for all of them. But I definitely love these three actors so much out of their works. And it was really good to have them in my collection as a fan. And, it was pretty cool. But anyhow, we're going to go into the free and paid swag, because that's the main attraction that you always go in these conventions. Not the panels, not these first show for panel, whatever the fuck it's called. You got there for the free swag. You got there for the paid shit that, probably be for good quality and stuff. So anyhow, we're going to go into the stuff that I got from the first 2 days of New York Comic Con, and this is from the Vince Media booth. Now, normally, I always go to the Vince Media booth to get the manga replicas of things that I love, like One Piece, One Punch Man, or, even certain cases like Naruto. And this year, they had manga replicas for One Piece and One Punch Man. If you can see from the quality of the camera from afar, a 2-page panel shot of One Punch Man with Saitama just, fucking punch the monster or whatever. And of course, this scene from the Dressrosa arc of One Piece, where Luffy and the various other people in the Colosseum getting out of the island. Which, of course, I absolutely love the frantic nature of Oda's artwork, especially reading that part like from last year, as a subscriber for Weekly Shonen Jump. So I definitely had to get this. It was like maybe $10 or $15, $20, whatever it is. And, this is the other piece of the collection. Now, of course, that wasn't the only manga replicas that I got during New York Comic Con. Kodansha Comics, they had their 11th year Hiro Mashima from Fairy Tail coming in, and so they had a big sale in their booth in terms of Fairy Tail. And of course, while I'm not the biggest fan of Fairy Tail in terms of the story, especially when it finishes the first half of the series, I definitely am still a fan of the art, and still a fan of Hiro Mashima in terms of his previous works like Rave Master. So I had to get the chance of being able to get certain things, at least in terms of the art, not the books or the story, because, pretty bad, especially towards the ending. I'm just not being out there. And of course, I had to get this manga replica of Fairy Tail. I think it was $10 or $15, $20, whatever. But it looks really nice, Hiro Mashima's art, fantastic, great. I just had to get it. Another one of those manga replicas in the collection. And yeah, the deluxe poster of Fairy Tail. I definitely had to get it because, the art is fantastic. Mashima does very, very good in terms of like character designs, etc. And then we go into other posters as well. These free posters that Vince Media, Square Enix, or whatever they were giving out. Like the first season of Pokemon, the Indigo Plateau, whatever that arc or season is called, for Blu-ray, which they advertised that I didn't know that were going to come until the holiday season. So definitely, if you're a nostalgia fan of the first Pokemon episodes, definitely get those on Blu-ray. Definitely not sponsored by Vince Media or whatever. And of course, the Mobius Final Fantasy mobile and PC game. I could not resist getting an artwork from Yoshitaka Amano. I just could not, even though I don't really care that much for the game as well. And of course, a poster for Boruto Naruto The Next Generation, which, basically unnecessary, but I love the art. I love the promo art for Boruto, so I had to get this. And it was free, so whatever. Who gives a shit? And one of those is other pay swag as well. In the Vince Media booth, they were selling the Naruto Shippuden Rasengan movie collection, which of course includes the first 4 Shippuden movies that were originally on DVD here in the States, but finally they transferred into HD for Blu-ray release. So I could not resist getting them, because while I'm not really the biggest fan in terms of the Shippuden anime with the filler, I can at least excuse filler unless it's like some kind of movie theatrical quality in terms of the animation and the budget and stuff like that. So I had to get it anyway. It was like $20 for like 4 movies that you had to buy separately that would have been more than $20 on DVD. I just could not resist, And they had plentiful copies of this in the booth, so I said, you know what, fuck it, let me just pay $20 for this copy of the Rasengan collection, because why not, And what else I can show off? And of course, the poster for the Hunter x Hunter Phantom Rogue movie, which is going to come out later, like next year, on Blu-ray and DVD, probably around the same time where the Chimera Ant arc is in the middle of, that arc in Toonami. So definitely is going to be hyped to get that. definitely a reminder for me to get sets 2 and 3 of Hunter x Hunter on Blu-ray, because I have the first set, the Steelbook, and the regular copy on Blu-ray. And of course, advertisements for Mr. Otsumatsu, which Vince Media said that they acquired the rights for it. So yeah, they definitely gave these out on the booth. What else did they gave out on the booth? Yeah, the tote bags that if you get for a free purchase in the Vince Media booth. So I had to get one for my man Saitama, and of course Boruto and Boruto's dad, because why not? Going this kind of thing. And of course a free bag they also gave out in the Vince Media booth of The Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess, which of course is just the Triforce icon, the logo of Zelda, and a green back, because why not, Not like the actual front cover of the manga. Now, of course, there was various other accessories that they were giving out through various booths. The Konami Yu-Gi-Oh! Booth, the Bandai Namco booths, etc. And I could show them, but I already have them on the shelf, and they're already in a weird kind of category or whatever, so fucking I'm not going to go down for that kind of shit. So instead, I'm going to show you a second Yugi's hair that they were giving out in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami booth. So, yeah, imagine if I got rid of this. There, you got that. Now, oh yeah, and also for the accessories that I have on me, and that is the Weekly Shonen Jump hat, which is included if you subscribe or continue your subscription to the Weekly Shonen Jump bid with Vince Media. And of course, my subscription was about to end before going to the con, so I said, you know what, let me just give them $30 or $20 to increase the year's subscription and get a free hat, so why not? Show that support, show that you're a fucking weeb, everything. And of course, these free sweatbands that Vince Media was giving out for Boruto and Dragon Ball Super. So this makes you look really fat and stupid like I do. And, all this other kind of shit. They were selling this shirt that I got from last year in New York Comic Con for this year. Would have gotten another one, but I didn't think I wanted them to get another one, And all the other various things that I need to show even more that I got from the con. In the Square Enix booth, they were selling a lot of Final Fantasy merchandise. Now, I would have been attempting to get a figurine, but I already had too much space on my shelf. If you can see from the background, it's a fucking mess. But I thought, you know what, let me get a shirt and a tote bag for the Final Fantasy 30th anniversary design, which I love the design of this one. The various chocobos, the crystals, etc. An extra large for my fat ass and stuff like that. And a tote bag. They didn't get this out for free. I paid like maybe $10 or $20, but the design of the logo, I just could not resist, Would have gotten a mug, but that would be too excessive, if you catch my drift. And, yeah, what else? I got so much other shit that I have on me. What else? Oh, yeah, these free, well, it's not free. These capsule-like things that was like in the middle of the show floor. I think it was next to the Bandai Namco video game booth. For various other consoles and shit like that. And of course, you pay like $5 for like one token, which was kind of expensive, but whatever. And I thought, alright, I'm going to get a mini figurine Link from Breath of the Wild, which of course I didn't get nothing, but the C in the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild logo, so fuck it, $5 for this, That's the life of the gamble, And, yeah, these various other free things. Sorry if it's disorganized and shit like that, but really that's just how the experience of New York Comic Con is. Trying to get all this stuff that you thought you got, but all of this is getting crazy. And, of course, my 5th manga sampler from Vince Media definitely added into the manga collection. Various other series, Anonymous Noise, Boruto Naruto The Next Generation, Dragon Ball Super, Twilight Princess, Vampire Knight, The Wind, whatever, Various other mangas, sneak preview for if you want to get the full volume through various other outlets, And, more Fairy Tail, because we need more Fairy Tail, more quality and that kind of thing. Now, of course, there were like tier purchases. So let's say if you bought something that was like above $50 or $75, you would get one of these autograph pins, these autograph boards from Hiro Mashima himself. These are probably like mass reproductions and stuff like that, not an actual autograph. But I said, fuck it. I couldn't get Hiro Mashima's autograph. I couldn't really meet him aside from seeing him in the panel doing those live drawings and stuff like that. So you know what? This is close enough for me. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of Fairy Tail, more of Rave Master, I say, you know what? Screw it. Rave Master, Hiro Mashima, I love him to death. And of course, a free New York Comic Con 2017 exclusive mini art book of Fairy Tail, which I love the art of Fairy Tail. I love the art of Hiro Mashima, so I say, you know what? Screw it. I got my thing as well. And yeah, what else from the... Oh yeah, that'd be it for all the free and the paid swag from New York Comic Con. Definitely not as much free swag in terms of last year, but definitely a lot more quantity or quality over quality, or whatever you kind of have that kind of shit for the meaning. But yeah, in terms of the experience, I did a lot more panels. I did a lot more events for the 2 days that I had of the convention. The first being the Batman Ninja panel, which they were showing off like world premiere footage of the Batman Ninja movie, which of course is nothing like any of the DC animated directed videos that, you know, they kind of pouring out Batman and all his other characters related to him. But this feels entirely fresh. It's done entirely by the Japanese, done by the team who did Afro Samurai, the JoJo anime, etc. And it definitely does show. Like, I don't know if Warner Bros. Has released footage of it already online or YouTube, but it definitely looks like the CG JoJo opening. So if you love those openings, you're definitely gonna love this, you know. And what else from the other panels? Oh yeah, and the second day there was 2 panels that I went to. One of them was outside of the Java Center, and it was the Hey Arnold Jungle Movie panel, which I could not resist, because, you know, I love Hey Arnold. Saw the reruns, and I think I saw the final episodes when it was airing in Nickelodeon when I was a wee little laddie, you know. I just could not resist, you know. And definitely I saw the footage of the trailer twice. They released that like after the first time they showed it in the panel, but definitely it was really cool to see like the voice actors reminiscing, answering the questions, etc. And the same thing happening with the Hiro Mashima Fairy Tale Kodansha Comics panel, which was in the same room as the Batman Ninja panel was the following day, you know. So I could not resist going out of the whole thing. And you know what, Hiro Mashima, despite the very shit that he does in terms of storytelling, he's a pretty, you know, swell guy, a cool guy to talk to, probably, you know, drink or whatever. You know, he's probably the same, you know, he's like the same guy, probably the same dude who did, like, the creator of Samurai Kagura, you know, relaxing, chilling, boobs or whatever, you know, whatever. Why are you getting me with the fan service, you know, that kind of attitude, you know? Probably a cool guy to talk to, if you have the chance to. And what else from it? Well, aside from that, I would have ended the video, but I wanted to talk about my experience of the Nintendo World Championship. You know, cramming in together 2 days of New York Comic Con, and the third unofficial day, which isn't really New York Comic Con related, but somewhat related to it, was the Nintendo World Championships. Woke up early in the morning, waited in line for my general admissions bracelet. Got out, tried to wait for the Szechuan meme sauce from McDonald's. Didn't really get that shit. Said fuck off of that line. And then went back to another line in order to go inside the 7th floor of the Manhattan Center building. Which I gotta say, even though despite Nintendo not releasing any new announcements for in the Nintendo World Championships, that room was pretty fucking hype, especially when they showed out Birds and Beads, Super Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2. I'm telling you, my fucking throat hurted. That's the reason why this video took a while. I'm filming this in Wednesday of this week. Is because my voice kind of hurted, you know. It didn't really recover, so I needed to wait a few more days and, you know, try to accumulate my experience for those 3 days, because I have very little sleep going in and out of those kind of shit. It was really fucking cool. But yeah, Nintendo World Championships 2017, it was pretty hype. There wasn't any new announcements, so I didn't really see making a separate video from this. And yeah, John Numbers, he would have won the 2nd time in a row if he didn't slip that jump with Mario in the Super Mario Odyssey finals, you know. But still, it was pretty cool of John Numbers to come out of the stage and, you know, meet fans, especially myself, being able to have a photo of him and actually get him to sign my general admissions ticket of Nintendo World Championships. As you can see in the back of it, John Numbers signature, authenticated, not bullshit, real shit. It's the real shit, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely going off of this kind of thing because it was a pretty hype weekend, you know. From Thursday, Friday to Saturday, I did not have much sleep. It was non-stop. It was really cool as all hell. And oh yeah, definitely forgot various other things. Now, of course, since it's the 4th year, almost to adulthood, like next year I'll be 21, so I thought, you know what? Just for an early present for myself, you know, to treat myself, I thought, you know what, let me get some fucking hentai smut. Which, that's all I'm going to show. The next one shows fucking tits. Just in case. Yep, I could not. When I saw this, I thought, you know what? I can't just get out of that booth. I need to get a classic. I needed to get Bible Black. You know, just fuck it. Anyhow, that's it for the New York Comic Con 2017 experience. It's been a jumbled mess of this video, but that's just how I felt during that weekend. It was so much hype, being able to meet people like online through Facebook, being able to see the panels, being able to like buy all this other kind of shit, and just being able to like do something on Saturday when I didn't get those Saturday tickets because they were fucking sold out by the time I was trying to get the tickets. But you know, being able to go from the con, going through Nintendo World Championships, and aside from maybe a bittersweet ending of not being able to get the Legend of Zelda manga creator's autograph. Because here's the thing, I woke up early in the morning, I had the fucking bracelet, I had the bracelet, right, for Akira, forgot the last name for her. I had the bracelet in order for her to sign my copy of the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess manga, but because Nintendo World Championships lasted a bit longer than it was advertised, like it was supposed to end at 8 p.m., but it ended around like 9 or 10. She and Vince Media, they left the Kinokuni store, which left me really, really sad and kind of left a bittersweet ending to a really, really awesome weekend. But thinking about it, it was a pretty cool thing, and I really, really do hope that I get a Saturday ticket for New York Comic Con, because I'm definitely going to be prepared. I'm going to have $1,000 or so. I'm going to be spending so much shit. It's going to be a really hype thing. But yeah, anyhow, New York Comic Con 2017 experience, really cool. Like, favorite, subscribe, leave a comment if you were in the convention, leave a comment for whatever thing that you love that was announced in New York Comic Con, and I can talk to you in the comment section below. But anyhow, this is Battlefield Gel 97. Catch you guys later. Peace. Yeah! We got this by the ass!